Over the past 14 years, we've seen some excellent LEGO Star Wars May the 4th promos, including exclusive minifigures like Darth Revan, cool dioramas like the Tattooine Homestead, and disappointments like the First Order Stormtrooper. Today, I'll be ranking all 15 of these promos from my least favourite to my favourite. I will only be counting the mainline promos, not all of the promotional items such as posters, coins, and LEGO store builds. At number 15 is the buildable R2-D2. This was available with Star Wars purchases of $50 or more to celebrate May 4th, 2017. This was the first May the 4th promo that wasn't an exclusive minifigure, but it's still a pretty cool build with a printed hemisphere for the head. The following year in 2018, LEGO released the buildable BB-8 promo. It was a little more articulated and had a few more printed pieces than R2-D2, but the spending threshold was $25 higher. At number 13 is the 2016 First Order Stormtrooper. It does have an exclusive torso, but as a May 4th promo it is quite disappointing, as it doesn't differentiate itself enough from the basic First Order Stormtrooper that was available in sets at the time. You only had to spend $50 on LEGO Star Wars to get this figure though, which was a definite plus. In spot 12 is the Death Star 2 Battle from 2020, which had a $75 spending threshold. Like the other two dioramas, the base of the set is built on its side, meaning a lot of studs not on top techniques are used for the Death Star 2 surface. The set's main focus, however, is the chase between the TIE Interceptor and the A-Wing, but I do feel like the builds for these are a little blocky and lacking in detail. At number 11 is the first of the dioramas, the 2019 Battle of Hoth. As a 20th anniversary May 4th promo, I honestly expected a little more from this set, but I do like the 2x4 printed tile. The AT-AT and Snowspeeders are pretty well built considering the scale, and some other features include the shield generator, probe droid, and mounds of snow across the surface. The Tattooine Homestead released in 2021 for Star Wars purchases of $85 or more. Despite this being $10 higher than the previous dioramas, it's still my favourite of the three. This 217-piece vignette has a micro-scale Luke's Landspeeder, the Lars Homestead, 2 moisture evaporators, and a really cool sand crawler which is accompanied by studs to represent Luke, Owen, C-3PO, R2-D2 and 2 Jawas. In spot 9 is the 2013 Hoth Han Solo figure, which was available with $75 purchases. This was the first Han Solo figure to wear a more screen-accurate brown jacket rather than the navy blue one worn by previous figures. However, this promo lost a lot of its appeal when a similar figure appeared in 2016, which even used the same brown fur hood. However, the 2013 figure's head, torso and legs helped it to retain a level of exclusivity. At number 8 is the Death Star 2 from 2023, which was included with Star Wars purchases of $150 or more, which I honestly think was quite a high spending threshold. The shaping of this micro-scale set was pretty impressive though, and I really like how the incomplete side looks too. The Return of the Jedi printed piece is a cool inclusion as well. In spot 7 is the Admiral Yularen figure, which had a $75 spending threshold back in 2015. This is a perfect example of how May the 4th promos can provide minifigures of obscure characters that might not have been made otherwise. This figure resembles his appearances in A New Hope and Rebels, but a Clone Wars version was released in 2023. At number 6 is the Lars Family Homestead Kitchen, which was available with purchases of $160 or more in 2022. Despite being based on Tatooine, this set ended the 6-year-long minifigure drought in May the 4th promos by including an exclusive figure of Aunt Beru.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for!
The kitchen looks really sleek, especially due to the white border. Some other features include the shelving, storage cupboards, and the micro Luke's Landspeeder. And the build techniques used across the set provide a really impressive finish. Kicking off the top 5 is the TC-14 figure, which could be obtained by spending $75 on Star Wars back in 2012. This was the second ever May the 4th promo, and the chrome silver finish just looks excellent. I really wish that LEGO would make minifigures like this more often, as chrome figures just aren't very common anymore. In spot 4 is this year's 2025 promo, the Kamino Training Facility, which will be available with $160 purchases. This promo is based on the Attack of the Clones, so it nicely accompanies the new UCS Jango Fett Slave 1. I love how it includes 3 copies of the epic exclusive Clone Cadet figure, which has never been seen in LEGO Star Wars before. And I love how LEGO went to the effort of giving them both arm printing and dual moulded legs. The builds of the turret and barrier are simple but cool, and the KE-8 Enforcer is a really obscure idea for a build, and I absolutely love that. In spot 3 is last year's May the 4th promo, the Trade Federation Troop Carrier, which came free with $160 LEGO Star Wars purchases. Honestly, this almost feels too good to be a May the 4th promo, as I would have loved to have had the opportunity to buy this as a regular LEGO Star Wars set. It included 6 regular battle droids and 2 pilot battle droids. The droid carrier looks super cool, and the 2 pilots can be stood at the front, whilst the other 6 can be attached to the rack at the back. The most recent Battle Droid Carrier set came out in 2015, but this promo seems to be inspired by the 2001 version, both in terms of box art and set design. At number 2 is the Shadow ARF Trooper, which came free with purchases of $75 or more back in 2011. As the first ever May the 4th promo, it really did set the bar high for future years. It's such an original idea, and I really wish that we saw more unique May the 4th promos like this one. Before I reveal the figure in first place, don't forget to like the video if you've enjoyed so far and consider subscribing for more LEGO content. So finally, my favourite May the 4th promo is Darth Revan, who came free with purchases of $75 or more for May the 4th 2014. As a character from the 2011 Star Wars The Old Republic video game, this is an excellent idea for a May the 4th promo, and Revan's minifigure has an exclusive head, torso and leg printing. For Force Friday in September 2016, this promo made a one-day return, but to buy a Darth Revan minifigure today, it would cost hundreds of dollars. What's your favourite May the 4th promo? Were you impressed by this year's one? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, thank you so much for watching. May the 4th be with you. Bye!